Yes, sir. Oh, baby. Hope you're doing well. Today is April 26, 2022. Now, I have been told I'm a man of many talents. I'm good looking. I'm smart. But most importantly, I'm 100% accurate on what the draft's going to be this year. And as a bonus, I'm humble. I'm going to go through all the steps on what I think is going to happen with this year's draft, the potential trades that are going to happen. I'm going to try to get all 20 correct because as you can see, when you get all 20 predictions correct, if you can do that, you futuristic being, you will get all 32 first round draft players plus all NFL draft past champions, as well as a mystery gift. Now, no one's going to get that right. Not even me, not even anyone, not even the smartest people that know football are going to get it right. Just because the amount of potential and trades and things that are going to happen, all the weird picks that people do, all that, it's just very, 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 very unlikely that anyone's going to get this 100% right. But we're going to try to get as many as possible right, man, because I'm excited to do this. I have all 20 of this. I'm on my no money spend account as well, so we're going to try to get them 100% right. Now, of course, man, before we get into it, if you don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate it. Sub as well, man. I thank you guys for all the growth. I really, really appreciate it. We're going to have some giveaways coming this Friday with new TDs that are going to be hopefully dropping. We got Reduxes dropping on Thursday as well. God help me. Comment down below as well what you guys think is going to happen in the draft. Do you think it's going to be trades, or do you think it's going to be some blockbuster trades? There's one individual out there that trade-wise I think is going to make an impact in the draft. Your boy's got the scoop on it. If you get 5 correct, you get an 84 overall plus elite player, which is kind of crazy. 5 is still a little bit tough. You don't have to get them all in order, right? It can be random spurts throughout the 5. I'm fairly confident I can probably get to 13, maybe 15, but I'm 100% confident I'm going to get all 20 of them, so don't you worry about that.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
If you get 10 correct, you get an 89 plus draft player. 13 correct, you get a 93 plus draft player. 15 gets you a 95 overall first round draft player, so that's going to be the players that actually get drafted on Thursday. 16 gets you your choice of 132 first round draft players. 17 gets you your choice of 432 first round draft players. 18 correct gets you all NCAT draft pass champions and heroes. 19 gets you all NCAT 32 first round draft players, as well as all NCAT draft past champions and heroes. And if you get all 20 correct, you get the same thing I just went over, all 32 first round draft players, as well as all the champions from the past, plus a future mystery gift. I don't know what the mystery gift is. I don't think anyone's going to know what it is. Hopefully EA tells us what it was eventually, because, you know, I'm curious. So let's jump into it, baby. Let your boy pull up his handy dandy notebook and we're going to talk about it. First pick of the draft this year, which I don't see anyone trading for or anything like that, is going to be, shocker, the Jaguars, right? They're not going to go with a receiver. They're not going to go with the quarterback. They're probably not going to go with the running back, right? They have James Robinson, Trevor Lawrence. What they lack is an edge rusher. The Jaguars are probably going to go with an edge rusher. More than likely, Aiden Hutchinson, I think his name is probably going to be the #1 person to go. If it's not Aiden Hutchinson, it's probably going to be another edge rusher. I don't think they're going to go D lineman at all, or offensive lineman. I am pretty confident to say at least I'm going to get 1,000 coins right off the rip. I'm going to go edge rusher for the Jags. Second pick of the draft is the Detroit Lions. Again, I don't see Jaguars or Detroit Lions trading up at all. If they do, then we're already screwed, right? We're not going to get the 100%. I think they have Jared Goff right now. I could see him jumping up to get a quarterback. Kenny Pickett, but I truly think they're probably going to go defensive wise. They got DeAndre Swift. They got decent wide receivers. DBs they're okay with. I think they're going to go a defensive tackle on here, a non-edge defensive tackle, which I would assume they probably go Trayvon Walker, more than likely. I don't see him going anywhere else, honestly, not even a linebacker, nothing like that. But line-wise, I'm going to non-edge D lineman, so you're looking at defensive tackle. That's who I'm going to go with. He's not going to be any type of edge rush, nothing like that. It's going to be a DT that I think the Lions are going to draft. Next up, we got the second hometown team for you, boy, Houston Texans. There has been talks that the Cardinals may potentially trade Kyler Murray to the Texans for their 3rd round pick. I don't see that happening at all, so don't get sucked into that. If it does, crazy, right? I don't think they're going to go to quarterback. They have David Mills, but I don't know how David Mills is going to be. He was supposed to be pretty decent for the Texans. They need help everywhere, right? They just got rid of Justin Reed. Halfback wise, they have David Johnson. I don't think they picked up anyone new on the offseason. Wide receiver wise, they have Brandon Cook still. They still could use another wide receiver, I suppose. The thing about this draft this year is it's not quarterback stacked at all. There's only a handful of them. There's some good receivers. There's a lot of edge rushers and D linemen that are very, very good. Same with the Texans. I don't think they're going to pick a corner. I don't think they're going offensive. I'm going to go edge rusher, which in this case, I would assume would probably be Jermaine Johnson, who's they're going to probably pick up. So I'm going to ride that they're going to be going with an edge rusher. They need some help on the defensive line. They need help on off. They're just a tire fire, honestly, bro. But realistically, you got to think what they're probably going to do. They're not going to trade their pick unless they get a crazy offer, but I'm going to go edge rusher for them as well, Jermaine Johnson. All right, so we got the Jets as a 4th overall pick. They have a 10th overall pick as well, which that's going to be an interesting pick. I'll talk about that one when we get to the 10th one. There's another one going around circulating that the Jets are offering some stuff for Deebo Samuel. So we'll see what's up. But 4th overall pick, I'm going to go with that. They're going to pick probably Garrett Wilson. It's going to help Elijah Moore as well, but Elijah Moore is going to be kind of that thing that I'm going to talk about in pick 10. But 4th overall pick for the Jets, I'm going wide receiver. All right, pick number 5 of the draft. I think it's the Giants. Let me double check. It is the Giants. Giants are pick number 5. This one is a little bit difficult too because the Giants are a weird team. The Giants defense is really not that bad. For some reason, they're just a weird defensive team. They either show up and they lock down or they just get torched. Right? They have James Bradbury. They have Daniel Jones. They have Saquon Barkley. Kadarius Toney is potentially hitting the market. I can see them going for a wide receiver if they get rid of Toney or if there's a trade involved with him. I just don't think they're going to waste it. I think the biggest help they're going to get is they need offensive line. So I feel like they're going to pick an offensive line, and maybe Icky more than likely is who I'm going to go with, just because they're pretty much well-rounded everywhere else. They have some star-studded names on running back and quarterback, and Toney they still have for right now. And I think they still have Sterling Shepard. I'm going to go offensive lineman. This is my prediction. I think they're going to get some help on the O-line. That's one of the biggest things that they need help with. I'm going offensive lineman. I think they're going to draft Icky. All right, next up, 6th overall pick is the Panthers. The Panthers are okay on the offensive side, right? They have CMC, which potentially maybe CMC could be shopped around just because of his injuries and everything. I don't know what overall pick they can get for him. They're not interested in Deebo, so I don't think they're going to trade up for Deebo at all. But they got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. They have Taylor Moton on the line. Their offensive line is actually pretty good. The biggest thing, though, is quarterback. They have Sam Darnold as their starter. It's Sam Darnold. I don't think they're going to continue with Sam Darnold. He was kind of a bust. Everyone was hoping that he's going to turn around. He just hasn't. And I don't think he's going to. They haven't really invested that much time in a quarterback. So I think this is the first quarterback that's actually going to be taken off the list. So I would assume more than likely the Panthers are going to go with the quarterback. Kenny Pickett more than likely. I would assume who's they're going to draft. I'm going to say quarterback for the Panthers. All right. Now we're starting to get into like the harder picks, the 7th picks. It's pretty rare for anyone to trade their first 5-6 picks unless they get it's like a blockbuster deal. But this one is the 7th overall pick. It's the Giants again. The Giants have a pick. It's from a Bears trade. But it's going to be the Giants again. And we picked the Giants first off to get Icky, right? Offensive tackle more than likely. Defensive wise, I think they're going to go defense as 2nd pick. I don't see him getting a wide receiver or halfback like we already talked about. I don't think they're going to go edge rusher. I really think they're going to get help with James Bradbury because for some reason, James Bradbury is very underrated in the league first off. 2, he's just a shutdown corner. He needs help. He can't do everything out there by himself. The Giants only have James Bradbury on corners and that's it. I think they're going to go corner on this one, which they can either go Sauce Gardner. They can also go Derek Stingley, I think his name is. But regardless, one of those two is going to go to the Giants. I think they're going to go corner for the 7th pick. Moving on up to number 8, this is the Falcons. Now, I don't think the Falcons have any other first round picks. Let me look. They don't. Not in the first 20. I'm not really worried about 21 and on just because it doesn't matter for this specific thing. They only have one first round pick, so that kind of narrows it down. So there's 2 options in my mind that I think they're going to go with. They're either going to go with an edge rusher or they're going to go with wide receiver. Calvin Ridley's gone for the year. No Julio, nothing. Russell Gage got traded as well. So they literally only have Kyle Pitts. That's it. They need a wide receiver. But I could see the Falcons also getting an edge rusher because they don't have an edge rusher as well. So if they're going to go wide receiver, they're probably going to go Jameson Williams more than likely. They have been talks about him going to the Falcons to help Kyle Pitts out as well, which would actually be very disgusting. I'm not going to go that they're going to go wide receiver. I think they're going to go edge rusher more than likely, which they'll probably end up taking Kayvon. They could go Jameson Williams as well. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to go edge rusher for the Falcons. All right, off to pick number 9. This is Seattle's pick. This, I think, is from the Russell Wilson trade, which again, Seattle's in kind of a rebuilding mode. They could go quarterback. I don't know how long they're going to ride with Drew Lock. I mean, we know Drew Lock's kind of trash. They could go for a quarterback, but I wouldn't think it's that smart for them to go up and grab a quarterback this early with the pick. Running back, they have Rashad Penny, which turned up towards the back end of the last season. The only one I can really think of them going after is a corner. They don't really have a corner anymore, which left from the previous one I talked about, Derek Stingley. I think he's probably going to get drafted here more than likely corner wise. I don't see him going O-line. I don't see him going edge rusher. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks pick a corner. I mean, this is where it's going to start getting tough. I'm going DB for 9th pick for Seattle. This is, dude, I don't know how anyone's going to get 100% accurate, right? All these are so difficult to do, especially with all the trades and everything that's going to happen because trades happen. Now, pick number 10 is the Jets. Again, they get 2 first-round picks this year. This is where things get interesting. There has been rumors going around that Deebo could be going to the Jets. And one of the trade offers that I saw floating around is Elijah Moore and the Jets' 10th round pick for Deebo Samuel and like some late pick, right? Which obviously, yes, Deebo is a loss for the 49ers, but Elijah Moore really had a good rookie season before he got injured toward the back end of it. So I don't know if that trade's actually going to happen. It's a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen. So they're not going to go quarterback. They have Zach Wilson, Michael Carter as halfback. Elijah Moore, if they keep Elijah Moore, is still pretty solid. They also have Jamison Crowder as wide receiver. DBs, potentially. I don't think they're going to go for an edge rusher. I think they're going to go O-lineman at the 10th pick. They need help at the line, obviously. Zach Wilson's getting beat up too much. They can't get any rug game going. Mark Carter can't get anything going. Could go Charles Cross too. I think it's going to be an O-lineman of some sort. And the next best one in the draft is probably Evan Neal. I'm going to go O-lineman for the Jets if they don't trade it to Debo. If they trade Debo and this big blockbuster trade happens with the Jets, it's gone. I'm going to lose it. But if they don't, I'm going O-lineman. Number 11 up next is, who was it? Washington is number 11 pick. I don't even know who the quarterback is for Washington. Is it still Taylor Heineke? Oh, that's right. They got Carson Wentz. Okay, so they're not going to do any type of quarterback because they got Carson Wentz, which obviously, I mean, you might as well just get a quarterback, honestly. They're not going to go halfback. Antonio Gibson, they got Antonio Gibson. I can't, maybe a wide receiver. They only have Scary Terry, really. If they go wide receiver, which is possible, I don't think they're gonna go corner. I mean, they could snag Trent McDuffie if they really wanted to, maybe even Kyle Hamilton. The talks with Washington is they're more than likely gonna go wide receiver, which would leave Drake London open for them. I'm gonna ride with, they're gonna go with the wide receiver to help Scary Terry out and snag Drake London at the 11th pick. So from pick 10 to 20 is where really things start getting shaken. When it comes to people trading up, trading players in general, where this is everything gets crazy with the draft. What's good about it is it's not a specific team. They don't label it right because of the fact that these could be traded. So even if they get traded up for it, you could still get it right if they pick the player you did. So any reason if a team trades up to Washington's 11th pick, if they draft a wide receiver, you're still good. At the 11th pick, you're still good with the wide receiver because that's who you drafted with. Pick number 12 is who? Minnesota, right? Offensive wise, they don't really need too much help. They can go with an O-lineman if they really wanted to help Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook a little bit more. They have Justin Jefferson, Justin Jetta. There's really nothing else you need. You have Justin Jefferson. You're good with the wide receiver core. That's all you need. So defensive wise, Vikings, they have Anthony Barr, linebacker. They have the hitman, Harrison Smith, right? And they also have Daniel Hunter still. I don't think they have Everson Griffin. May still have Everson Griffin. I don't remember, but I know for a fact they have Daniel Hunter. So they're not going to get an edge rusher, nothing like that. Assuming they're probably going to take a corner. I'm going to go with them taking a corner. Maybe Trent McDuffie. Maybe. I don't know. They could be traded away, but I'm going to go corner. Of course, it's 100% accurate, so you should follow everything that I do. But again, at the end of the day, if you guys have any other different ideas, let me know in the comments below or what you're picking. But that's who I'm going to go with, Minnesota. Pick number 13 is who? Texans again. Texans get 2 first-round picks. So for this one, the first one we did for the Texans, I think was an edge rusher, right? I'm probably going to assume that they're going to go DB again, right? Because they got rid of Justin Reed. So they don't have a safety anymore. Justin Reed arguably was probably their best defensive player the Texans had. They could also, if they really wanted to, go DT and go Jordan Davis. I just don't see him getting Jordan Davis really. I mean, they could. It's either going to be Jordan Davis or it's going to be some type of corner or safety, which safety wise, that's still in it. Kyle Hamilton maybe could be an option that they go with. It's either going to be Hamilton or it's going to be Jordan Davis. I'm going to go that they're going to go DB. Texans are, man. I just don't see him getting Jordan Davis. Oh God, they might. All right, next up, 14th pick is the Ravens. It's not really much that they can do really. I mean, they have Marquise Brown. They got Rashad Bateman, Lamar Jackson. They're getting Ronnie Stanley back. Their O-line's pretty good. Defense is pretty stacked. Linebacker core is good. Corners are good. Safeties are set. I mean, the only thing I can really see them going, I really don't even think they really need an edge rusher. I would probably say they go Jordan Davis, honestly, unless someone snags them up earlier. A little bit of an easier one because the Ravens are pretty much stacked around the corner. I'm going, they're going to snag, if he's available, Jordan Davis. DT, non-edge D-line. Make sure you go Jordan Davis 14. Pick number 15 is the Eagles. Now, the Eagles are a little bit interesting, but I'm pretty sure the Eagles said that they wanted to go wide receiver. So if he's available, probably Jamison Williams. They're really not that many pieces away from being absolutely dominant on the NFC East. I'm going to say that they're probably going to go wide receiver just because they've been talking about it so much. They're probably going to go wide receiver in this case with help with Devonta Smith. It wouldn't be wise for them to do it. I think they should really go defensive side, maybe an edge rusher, maybe middle linebacker, or maybe some type of DB. But since they've been talking about it so much, I'm going to go wide receiver for the Eagles. I think they'll get Jamison Williams, which then they'll have 2 really, really good wide receivers for the Eagles to go after. But I'm going wide receiver just because I've been talking about it so much. Eagles pick a wide receiver. Good luck. Pick number 16 is the Saints. Who is their quarterback? Jameson Winston still? I think it's Winston. They're going to get back Michael Thomas. They have Alvin Kamara. The biggest thing they lost this year was Teron Armstead. So I figure they're probably going to go O-lineman to try to make up for Teron Armstead. Probably one of the main reasons why they got rid of Teron Armstead. 1, salary cap. 2, he's been hurt pretty much the last couple years. He hasn't played a full season in I think 2 or 3 years. He's still arguably probably the best left tackle in the league. He went to the Dolphins. Probably going to need help to replace Teron Armstead. I think they're going to go O-lineman, which O-lineman wise, from people I didn't pick already, I would assume, but more than likely I'm gonna pick O lineman. I think they're gonna go Charles Cross or Trevor Penning, but regardless, one of those two offensive linemen is either going to go to the Saints or the other one's going to go to the Chargers, which is the next pick, 17th. Chargers are again one of those teams that, especially with how stacked their division is now, they're going to need some help on the O lineman, which I figure they're going to go. They got Herbert, they have what's his name, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Defensive side of the ball, they're stacked as well. So I think both the Saints and the Chargers are going to go O lineman in this case. More than likely, if Charles Cross doesn't go to Saints, he'll probably go to the Chargers. Same with Trevor Penning. If he doesn't go to the Saints, he'll probably go to the Chargers. One of those two, vice versa, they're going to be picked. I'm going to go 16th, 17th picks is going to be O lineman. 18th pick, we got the Eagles again. This is what was crazy about the Eagles is the Eagles made playoffs. They have 2 first-round picks, so they can make a crazy impact in this as well if they played it smart. I truly think they should go both defensive side of the ball when it comes to their picks. But I feel like they're gonna go wide receiver first pick. With their second pick, more than likely, they're probably gonna go defensive wise. So it's either gonna be that the Eagles go with an edge rusher or a non-edge DL, which defensive lineman DT. Which in that case, who is even available then? Devontae Wyatt. So it's either gonna be that they go for, if they're gonna go up for the linebacker, or they're gonna get one of these lines, edge rusher, DL, or linebacker. Dude, I don't know what they're gonna go with. I think they're gonna go Devontae Wyatt. I could be wrong. They could go with a linebacker, but for the sake of how long this video is, I'm gonna go with they're gonna go with the DT. All right, 2 more, 19th and 20th. Number 19 is who? The Saints. They get it from Philly, which in this case, I would probably say wide receiver, right? They have Michael Thomas. He was hurt all last year. The Saints are gonna go wide receiver at pick number 19, but again, they could go defensive. They can go O lineman again. I just don't think they're going to pick 2 O linemen and within a few picks of each other. I'm going to say the Saints are probably going to take a wide receiver for the pick number 19. And then the final pick number 20, is the Steelers. Box for the Steelers is going to be Malik Willis. But the thing about Malik Willis is I think he can go sooner, potentially. Like even, I don't think he's going to go to the Panthers. That's too high up. But he can go to number 13 of the Texans if they didn't want to rock with David Mills. The thing about this draft is there's not that many quarterbacks in it. As everyone's saying, as still I'm going to ride with it, which unfortunate for Money Mitch. The Steelers are probably going to take him at number 20. I don't know if he's going to ride the bench. They're probably going to let Money Mitch do it. They already invested money in Money Mitch. So I'm going to go there, man. It could be an interesting one. We still have to find out who the trades are going to be, the trade ups and everything. But that's my draft picks. I'm pretty confident I'll at least get 10 to 15 correct. All 20 is going to be wrong. If I get all 20, that'd be wonderful, but that's who I'm going to do. Let me know in the comments below who you're going to change up, if there's anyone that you missed. What do you think that's going to happen, or what trades are going to happen, man? It's going to be fun. It's exciting. We'll get all the players updated as well on Friday with the part 2 of the promo. The drafts are on Thursday, man. No Bears first round picks because we're trash. If you like the video, make sure you like the video. Do not forget to sub on the way out. Stay up and stealthy, guys. Tell your mom and tell your daddy. Catch you guys on the next video.